to Mount Pleasant here. This ball has popped up. Mallory gets in under it there. As we mentioned, you might have caught that before we went frozen there. Mallory's warm-up pitch came back into the equipment here behind home plate. So, Gracie, good to have you back now. We'll try this again.
Yeah, hopefully she got that out of her system and we won't have to do that again.
Kevin sure hopes so anyway. So 2 outs here in the top of the first. That pitch runs high for ball 1. We had Miss Dotson lead off. She hit a sharp ground ball to Addison at first. Addison steps on it. And then we might have got back in just in time there for you to see Miss Tiller pop it up to Mallory Corbin. That pitch hits the outside corner. That's a pitch he called a ball to the first batter. So glad to see him call that one a strike there. So 1-1 the count. This one's foul tipped back against the backstop. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Gracie and I were talking off air there, Mallory comes out and shows some good sign here in the top of the first inning. Has been a little sporadic this season. Oh, and just when I jinxed it there. So Miss Tanner is going to go down to first base on the hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Miss Kinley Keltner, third baseman. She'll go down and talk to Coach Tiller.
Speaking of hit by pitch, I believe Coach Darwin said earlier that actually Emily Kozart is leading the team in base on balls by hit pitches. And I think last week my dad was saying that it was Breeley, but I do believe it is Coco.
So Coco's been hit the most this year.
Yeah.
Breeley has been hit several times. So here in the first round of the district tournament, Loretto facing the Panthers from Lewis County. That one's fouled back almost against Kevin's equipment again. 1 ball, 1 strike. We just watched the Summertown Eagles defeat the Mount Pleasant Tigers 8-1 in the first game of the evening. Here in the nightcap at Ronnie Duggar Field. That one gets high. Throw down to first is not in time. So we got a 2 ball, 1 strike count at the plate. So Miss Keltner will step back in here, third baseman. She'll swing and a miss. It's strike 2. So Mallory showing pretty good control here in the top of the first inning. If you're a Mustangs fan, you're certainly thankful to see that. She is fanning herself. It is very muggy and very steel here in Mount Pleasant. That pitch just misses. 3-2.
Looked pretty good to me. That's about the same pitch we saw the first batter that he also did not call.
And this one reaches up, so after a hits batsman, we're going to have a base on balls here. And Lewis County's going to have runners at first and second. And Addie Morgan's going to come to the plate, first baseman for the Panthers. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Mallory, who throws the ball very hard, struggles with control sometimes. And that has been the miss for her this year, is high and outside. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the number 5 hole batter. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, top of the first inning. Mustangs trying to get out of this inning to get into the dugout, go on to the bats. That pitch just misses for 2-2.
I think if Mallory can get that changeup to work deep tonight, I think that'll be really beneficial, especially so early in the game, too.
swing and a miss for the first strikeout. So in the top half of the first inning, we had a hits batsman, we had a walk, and we had a strikeout. Lewis County leaves 2 runners stranded. We'll head to the bottom half of the first inning right after these words from our local sponsors.
If you're stuck, then you're in luck. Call Tyler McDowell with In-Service Towing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for quick, reliable service. When you find yourself in a bind, In-Service offers full-service towing and recovery services as well as vehicle lockouts, jump starts, and emergency roadside assistance. Family-owned, family-operated. When you need a hand, call In-Service Towing or ask for them by name. Serving Southern Tennessee and North Alabama. Phone number 931-843-9098 or visit inservicespecialties.com.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Rodney Livingston alongside of Gracie Mashburn and Mr. Kevin Wright bringing you Mustang softball here. First round of the district tournament facing off against the Panthers from Lewis County, who will send their freshman pitcher, Miss Braylee Carroll, to the plate, or to the circle rather, to the circle. If my memory serves me correctly, she had 136 pitches in that 12-inning game at Lewis County, Gracie. Very talented freshman. She pitched well in that game, kept them in the game, kept our hitters off balance, and so this is a young lady that I've watched grow up umpiring travel ball. I watched her when she started as a 9-year-old, so she has done well, and good to see her do well here. Obviously, as a Mustang fan, you're hoping that they can get on her here and get some runs quick. JB Clifton will lead off, bottom half of the first inning. She'll watch strike one. Miss Carroll will pitch first pitch strike probably 85% of the time.
Well, if that's the case, I think the Lady Mustangs should try to use that to their advantage and, jump on that first pitch.
A fly ball to the center field there. Retires JB for the first out of the inning. She's very efficient with her pitches. Doesn't get behind much in the counts. So you'd like to see the Mustangs come out aggressive first pitch swinging. That one misses just in for ball one. So announcer jinx there. Aubrey Ezel batting second here. Kirsten Randall standing on deck. That pitch slips out of her hand for ball two. So Mustangs got Kirsten Randall, the DP, in the 4th spot. Breely Winters, 5th spot. Addison Bowie, Mallory Corbin will bat 6th. Chelsea Atkinson 7th. Cambria Hanson 8th. And Coco will bat 9th for the Mustangs here in this contest. Aubrey will watch that one low, and she'll get way ahead here. 3-0 the count. Aubrey, who had a big home run in that Collinwood game
Absolutely.
Thursday night. I don't know who enjoyed that more, her or Mr. Mark.
Or her baby sister.
Well, baby sister enjoyed it. 3-1. Pitch called strike one. A little high. 3-0 pitch, though. The zone gets a little bigger. And that pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball 4. So we're going to have a walk here. And that will bring up Kirsten Randall. Aubrey, who has a lot of speed on the bases here. Kirsten, who's been swinging a hot bat. Should be a fun matchup here in the bottom of the first inning.
I think Kirsten's done a really good job this season of filling that DP position. It's not always easy. You know, you hold a lot of pressure by only having one job.
Well, you know, when Addison was injured, she came in and played first base for, I don't know, maybe 2.5 weeks of the season, played 4 or 5 games on defense as well. So she has been a solid DP this year and been hitting for Macy Kate most of the year. Macy Kate, who's playing second, but not batting in the flex position here tonight. This one's fouled back, thankfully just over our heads. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 1 out. Runner on first base. Lewis County playing pretty well straight up. Center fielder's playing just to the right field side of second base. That spinner runs out of gas and falls into the dirt. 2-2. Signs come in from Coach Glass. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And Aubrey is thrown out on the steal to second base. And that's the way we'll end this inning. Coach Glass wants an explanation, but I don't think he's going to get it here. So, three away here, and we're going to head to the top half of the second inning. You're watching Lady Mustang Softball here on the Exports Network.
There are now more ways to save at QuickMart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at QuickMart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into the top half of the second inning. Mustangs taking on the Panthers from Lewis County here in Mount Pleasant at the Ronnie Duggar Field, home of the Lady Tigers here in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Gracie, you came from the north today, and my understanding is there's some heavy rain just north of us here.
Yeah, about the time I came through Columbia, it was a torrential downpour. I wasn't sure that, it wasn't moving further south. But if you remember, this is about what happened this time last year at Fairview.
Yes, very true. We waited on a few rain showers there to get through. But I think the storms have been going through Columbia like all afternoon. But thankfully, nothing's fell here in Mount Pleasant.
They're stuck in the twilight zone.
A little dinker back to Mallory here by Carroll. And Mallory catches it there for out number 1. So that'll bring up number 2, Miss Atkins, right fielder for Lewis County. She'll bat with 1 out here, top of the second inning, 7-hole hitter here. Pitch in there for strike 1. Change-up runs out of gas there. Falls in the dirt. That pitch gets just outside for ball 2. So 2-1 the count here.
He ain't much on that outside corner tonight.
Swinging a, foul ball. I didn't hear the contact there, but about to say swing and a miss, but apparently she made a little contact with it there. Either way, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, so. That one's down in the dirt, so the count's going to run full here. Mallory Corbin in the circle, as we mentioned, for the Mustangs. JB's behind the plate. Coco's at third. Swing and a miss for strike 3 for the second strikeout of the game for Mallory Corbin. Second out of the inning. Chelsea Atkins playing short. Macy Cates playing second. Addison's playing first. The outfield's Breeley Winters, Aubrey Ezel, Cambria Hansen left to right. 2 out, nobody on. Mallory to face Miss Stutz here. And there's that outside pitch. And we like it when he calls it a strike, Gracie. Won the count. Swing and a miss, so 2. It has been a theme of the year when the Mustangs pitchers get ahead. That seems to go well.
Well, it makes it a whole lot easier than trying to work out of a jam.
And just as we say that, Miss Stutz dinks one into left field. A change-up that she stayed back on nicely and dinked it right over Chelsea's head at short. And so we got a 2-out single here, and that'll take us to the number 9 hitter, Miss Olivia Smith, left fielder. That one is a little far out for ball 1. 30th pitch of the game for Mallory, if I have it recorded correctly. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2 as a sounds like a Harley Davidson fire up back here, and I thought it was thunder. Very still, very humid, very sticky night here. This pitch gets out and away and goes all the way to the backstop. Stutz is going to move up to second on the wild pitch. And the count's going to be even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So 2 strikeouts in the inning. The Panthers leave 1 runner stranded. The score still 0-0. We'll head to the bottom half of the second inning right after these words from our local sponsors.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort. A one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability. Finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Bottom half of the second inning. Mustangs going to send Breeley Winters, Addison Bowie, and Mallory Corbin to the plate to face Miss Carroll here in the bottom half of the second. As we get ready to go here, throw down by the catcher. Gracie, what's your first thoughts so far?
Well, I think it's definitely early. I wish, obviously Aubrey wouldn't have got thrown out there a minute ago, but we haven't seen anybody past second so far in the game. So I think it's still early, and we got a lot of ball left to play. But if we go to 12 innings tonight, it's going to make for a long night.
Yeah, let's not bring up that nightmare of a night that we had. Kevin says he wants to get home before Tuesday if he can. So, ball one in the dirt there. Certainly a game that had a lot in it back in Hohenwald. Saw 12 innings. The Mustangs did get the win 4-3 there, but a game that could have went either way and had a lot of different nuances to it. 2-0 the count here to Breeley Winters. She'll watch strike one spinning there. And that one will get in there for strike two. And so 2 straight pitches looking there. Ball has some movement on it as we sit here behind home plate. Kevin's got us just out of the camera. Thank you, Kevin. We're just to the left of the camera there. This pitch is dribbled down the third base line, picked up foul. So we're going to have a 2-2 pitch again. So again, setting right behind home plate. Get to see the pitches very well here. Ball's got a good bit of movement on it there. This one is hit to the shortstop. Over to first in time for the first out of the inning. So 6-3 put out there. And that'll bring up Addison Bowie here. She'll be facing Miss Carroll for her first time in this game. She'll take strike one, so Miss Carroll seems to be in her groove here again. Pitched all 12 innings at Lewis County that night.
And she's already thrown a lot of first pitch strikes tonight, which is exactly what you said she would do, but
she's able to keep hitters off balance. Not just an overpowering pitcher, but she hits her spots. And this one's going to get down into shallow center field. They're going to throw to first to try to get the out, but not in time. So Addison's going to have a one-out single here to give the Mustangs a base runner here in the bottom half of the second inning. That's going to bring Mallory Corbin to the plate. Mallory, who has been hitting the ball hard here lately. Her batting average doesn't reflect too well that, but she has been hitting it hard.
seeing the ball well.
Seeing the ball well. So you'd like to see her be able to find some gaps here. Center fielder still to the right field side of second base. This ball is lifted over the first baseman. It's going to get down off the second baseman's glove. Great effort there. Addison is able to move up to second. And so we're going to have back-to-back singles here by the Mustangs to put a runner in scoring position. Good effort by the second baseman there. Just not quite able to get over there to it. That's going to bring up Chelsea Atkinson batting in the 7-hole here. Chelsea batting left-handed here. First at bat. She shows bunt, lays it down. Catcher picks it up foul for strike one. So Mustangs trying to move the runners over here.
The only left-handed batter in the Mustang lineup.
And she can bat from both sides of the plate. But obviously in a bunting situation here, she would be on the left side. She can slap hit too, so it's all possible. 1 ball, 1 strike. She shows bunt and does a little poke right into center field. They're going to hold Addison at third base. And we're going to have 3 singles in a row to load the bases here for the Mustangs. Good piece of hitting there by Chelsea. That's going to bring up Cambria Hanson, right fielder, batting in the number 8 spot. Batting with bases loaded here, 1 out.
What Chelsea just did is prime example of good situational hitting, and I think that's something a lot of kids don't. I don't know if they don't know how or don't know what is expected.
Cambria lifts one into left field. Catch is made there, and it's shallow enough that Addison's not able to tag from third, so we're going to have 2 outs here, bases loaded. The infield had pulled in, so Chelsea's just trying to get a ball through the infield there. Like you say, Gracie, I don't know that it's taught that much. Of course, you know as well as I do, some kids just have the sports mental IQ and some don't, and I don't mean that to be ugly. I just mean that some kids can see it and think it, and that's hard to teach if you don't already have some of that.
Right.
Swinging a miss there by Coco, and so she falls behind 0-2. So 0-2 the count, 2 outs, bases loaded. She lifts this one into right field, going to get 1 in. Mallory's going to come around third and get down safely. Chelsea's going to move up to third base. And that's going to be a 2 RBI single there for Emily Cozart. Big hit there by the senior, trying to help her team win in the first round of the district tournament here. Made a play at first base there. It was actually closer than you would want it to be. As the right fielder threw the ball in there, trying to get Coco out at first base, but was unable to do so. Addison scores easily. Mallory comes around from second to score to put the Mustangs up 2-0. Coach Tiller comes out here, wants to talk it over with his players. We're going to have runners on first and third. Going to have Chelsea at third and Coco at first.
And back to the top we go.
Back to JB Clifton, top of the lineup. JB, who flew out to the center fielder, her first at bat. Got a chance to give the Mustangs another run or two here. Chelsea on third base, obviously plenty of speed there. She watches strike 1. Be interesting here with Coco at first with 2 outs, Gracie. Whether they would throw down to second or... This one is hit to the third baseman, picks it up on a 1-hop, throws it away. Chelsea's going to score easy. Coco's going to come around to third, and JB's going to stand up as second on the error there. So 1 more run will score. Take the score 3-0. And we'll have runners at second and third with Aubrey Ezel batting here. Aubrey, who walked her first attempt and was thrown out at second base on a steal attempt. Watches strike 1. So So errors are big in softball, as you well know, Gracie.
Oh, yeah.
That's that outside pitch, and ball one. So the Mustangs get one run there on the air, looking to extend the inning here. Aubrey Ezel could make it 5-0. She gets under this one. It's shallow center field, but it's going to hang up long enough for the center fielder to get under it, and that will end the second inning. But the Mustangs plate 3 runs. They leave 2 runners stranded here. We'll head to the top half of the third inning, see if the defense can stay solid here on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back in. Top of the third inning. Rodney Livingston alongside of Gracie Mashburn and Mr. Kevin Wright. Huge shout out to Mr. Kevin. He gets here early, gets all this stuff set up, and then Mallory Corbin tears up his switch box, the first warm-up pitch. But anyway, kind of getting a 2-for-1 deal here tonight. Kevin got to produce the Summertown and Mount Pleasant game a moment ago. Summertown taking that one 8-1. They'll face the winner of this game tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. The loser of this game will face Mount Pleasant at 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So 5 and 7 are the game times. And so Mustangs leading 3-0 here. Obviously hoping that they can be in the winners column and we can have a rematch with the Summertown in the district tournament. So that'd be fun, Gracie.
It always is.
But you gotta take care of business here first. First things first. Mallory Corbin goes back out to the circle. JB Clifton having a little equipment malfunction there. She gets plenty of help from her teammates in the circle, and she's back here ready to go. Mr. Umpire was back here getting a drink of water out of his thermos, and he was asking for a little breeze, and it would be nice. I'd have to agree with you.
Mm-hmm. It's sticky out here.
It is muggy, sticky, humid. When my kids were growing up, they would call it humanity.
Humanity.
The humanity is terrible out here. There is some humanity out here that might not be so good, huh? Well, this ball is a little blooper that I'm not real sure anybody can figure out what to do there. So JB's trying to get to it, almost like the runner interfered there a little bit.
But she just kind of stopped out the box.
Pitching there for strike 2. So Mallory gets ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to the leadoff for Lewis County. Michaela Dodson, shortstop. Changeup just misses for ball 2. She hit a pretty good shot to Addison at first base to lead off this game. I think that was why we were trying to get the equipment fixed. This foul ball against the net on the first base side. Keep the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, the Mustangs trying to win here tonight to earn a rematch with Summertown tomorrow evening, 7 o'clock. Pitch misses out, so the count will be full. And that one's going to miss high. So we're going to have a walk here. Lead off the third inning. Not what you want to see if you're leading 3-0. Corbin gives up her second walk of the game. That'll bring up Miss Tiller. She had a little pop fly back to Mallory in first at bat. She asked for time and gets it. Sign coming in from Coach Tiller down at third base. She'll step back in the box here. She shows butt. Not able to get it. The ball gets through and gets into center field, and on the slide, Dotson is hurt very badly. So, not sure what happened there, but we're going to take an injury timeout. We'll be right back in 30 seconds.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gaines Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through all of life's obstacles. Facing those challenges is easier together. That's why Jack Davis specializes in group insurance. Cover the most valuable aspect of your business, your employees, with coverage for life, accident, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision. Jack Davis can customize plans for every need. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987. Contact Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. A family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee here. Miss Michaela Dotson is our injured player down at second base. She has gotten up and she is walking very feebly on that left leg, I believe it is. Now she's going to trot a little bit, so it looks like she may be okay, but slid in awkwardly there, Gracie, and it was obvious she was in pain quickly. Mm-hmm. So she gets a round of applause here from both crowds, and it's just good to see her up, and looks like she's going to be able to continue. So still second base, throw down to second. Not sure what happened between Macy Kate and Chelsea there, but maybe some confusion on the coverage of the bag. The ball gets through him, gets into the outfield. Dotson, who clearly was injured on the slide, is obviously not in any position to get up and move on that. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Tiller, 1-0 count. Coach Tiller wants to see her kind of bust off a second here. He's going to take a minute to check her out. Still limping. Now they're going to take her. Not sure what we're doing now, Gracie.
I'm thinking, I guess Blake's going to wrap it.
Yeah,
But she's over in the Loretto dugout now.
We're in the Loretto dugout, and Mr. Umpire is the umpire and the coach are having a heated discussion here, and I think we're going to tape the ankle in the dugout, and not sure what the conversation here is, if it's wanting a injured player to, or a sub to come out and run, but now the umpire is insisting that the coach come back to the dugout here. So anyway, rather heated exchange there between Coach Tiller and the umpire. Not sure. The Miss Dotson is in our dugout, being taped up, we assume, by the athletic trainer.
Well, and best I can figure, it seems like the umpires are wanting them to put in a runner, but it sounds like the Lewis County stands are saying they don't have anybody. So
now the fans get impatient, and Mallory Corbin throws a warm-up pitch, and it threatens Kevin's equipment again.
And if she hits it again,
he's
going to take it over to Sonia, and she's going to buy the next one.
Yeah. Kevin says if it happens again, we're done for tonight, because this is the only backup he's got. So anyway, I can see this from both sides, Gracie. The rule is obviously this is breaking TSSAA rule. As an umpire, I see his side of it. If a runner can't continue, then she's either out, or they have to put in a sub for her to run. So, but here she comes out of the dugout.
Out of our dugout.
Out of our dugout, being taped up by our athletic trainer. And so it's good to see her there. Coach Tiller was adamant that she was going to get her ankle taped up. And he has survived in the coach's box at third base. I'm not real sure how that is. Mr. Umpire, much to his not wanting to, allowed the moment there. And now we're back to playing softball. So everybody can just calm down. I would say we'd cool off, but we can't cool off. It is sticky muggy. That pitch gets high for ball 2. So 2-1 the count here to Taya Tiller. That's foul tip off of JB's mask here. Gets back against the net. For strike 2, JB says she's fine. 2-2 the count. Took it right off the front of the face mask. Mr. Umpire checks on her there. So obviously Miss Dotson at second base, leadoff batter, shortstop, integral part of the Lewis County team. So
yeah, not one you'd want to spare. Not that you would want to spare any of them, but probably not that one.
Two pitchers are swinging a miss for strikeout number 4 for Mallory Corbin in this game, and the first out of what has been a very lengthy top of the third inning. So with a runner on second, Miss Tanner will bat here, center fielder. Well, there's that pitch that can go either way, and that way it goes as a ball.
And in all that commotion, they're saying over here to my right, we don't have any subs. We don't have any subs. Do they physically not have any subs, or do they not have anybody that they wanted to use?
Well, that's a good question. I will tell you that, and I don't know the answer fully, but what I will tell you is when they turned in their lineup, I believe I counted 10 players. Assuming that all 10 of them are here, that I don't know. They're only batting 9, so they're not DP flexing, so that 10th player is not in the game. If she is here, then from an umpire standpoint, that's who goes in and runs. And then if 7 is able, Miss Dodson is able to re-enter, then she can re-enter. This one's fouled back just high of the equipment. From a game control standpoint, you're just put in a tough spot because you don't want to see a kid injured. But this is a little dribbler to Addison at first. She gets it, fields it in time for the out there. The runner moves up to third on the play, so we're going to have 2 outs. We're going to have 2 outs here in the top half of the third inning with Kinley Keltner, the third baseman, coming to the plate. She reached on a walk her first at bat. Kevin is telling me that they do have 10 players here, so in that event, they had a sub. So to answer your question, it may not have been a sub they wanted to use, but
I know all that really didn't take that long, but sitting here, it kind of felt like it took about an hour.
She pop flies to Chelsea at center field, so all of that happens, and we get out of it still leading 3-0. We're going to head to the bottom half of the third inning. You're watching Lady Mustang Softball here on the X Sports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee here. Score update. I just got confirmation that the Lawrence County Wildcats lost 4-3 to Marshall County. They were in Marshall County tonight trying to earn their way for a spot in the final of the winners bracket in their district, so they will fall to the losers bracket and have to play their way back in to try to continue on into regional play. We here at Mount Pleasant have had a rather eventful third inning, and it's only halfway over, Gracie, so maybe we can make it even more eventful here in the offensive side of things. In the bottom half, leading 3-0. We watched Summertown beat Mount Pleasant 8-1, so they advance in the winners bracket and put Mount Pleasant into a do-or-die situation tomorrow night. Kirsten Randall takes this one off the wall in left field. She turns for second, but going to get back wisely. And so a well-hit ball. She missed first base, as Coach Darwin is pointing out. And so a hard hit rocket, Gracie. She's been swinging a hot bat. And
she's been hitting the ball hard all year. And, had we have a little bit of wind out here tonight, that ball might have gotten out of here. But, no, not a chance.
Breely shows bunt. Kirsten's like she's taking off, but she gets back there. Ball one at the plate. So the fireworks continue here in the bottom half of the third inning. Yeah, we have no wind here. So if you hit one out, it's just because you hit one out. The wind is not helping or hurting. Breely lifts this one into right field. If it stays fair, it will not. It was going to be possibly a double there. So 1-1 the count. Breely hitting in the 4 spot here. Grounded to the shortstop. Her first at bat in the bottom half of the second inning. Bats for the second time here in the bottom half of the third. Mustangs, who had 3 singles in a row to load the bases in the bottom of the second, had 2 outs and then ended up scoring all 3 runs with 2 outs on an error. There's that pitch that goes either way, and that time it goes for a ball. So the 2-1 pitch here to Breely Winters. Gets down in the dirt. Kirsten's going to move up easy on the wild pitch. So runner at second. Nobody out. 3-1 the count. Breely's sitting on a hitter's count here.
Everybody's in a good spot right now.
High pitch misses high, so Breely's going to earn her way on with a walk from Miss Carroll. That is her second walk of the game. I was about to say that was her first one so far, but 2 walks on the night through 35 pitches. Time is called. Coach Tiller's going to come out, huddle up his infield here, and Loretto's going to huddle up their infield. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with you here in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Welcome back in. Mount Pleasant here. That mound visit's over, and Addison Bowie comes to the plate. She lines this one foul down the first baseline for strike 1. Mustangs with runners on first and second. Kirsten Randall at second. Breely Winters at first. Nobody out here. Bottom of the third inning. Pitch misses high and wide for ball 1. So 1-1 the count. This one's lifted into the right center gap. Right fielder's over, makes the catch. Kirsten shows tag, but gets back. And so that's going to be a long out there for the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Mallory Corbin. Her and Addison will exchange notes here. As we go through the lineup for the second time. Not really sure what might have changed from Miss Carroll out there. We saw her for 12 innings at Lewis County, Gracie, and we've seen her for 3 here now. So but nonetheless, we exchanged notes there.
Yeah, we had an ample opportunity to see her last go round.
So that pitch misses high for ball 2. So 2-0 to Mallory here, showing a lot of patience at the plate. This one's a little dinker back to the pitcher. Gets off the pitcher's glove. And all runners will arrive safely on the error there by the pitcher. So one of them little dribblers that Miss Carroll doesn't know whether to play on the short hop or it just kind of runs up her arm there. That'll bring up the 7-hole hitter, Chelsea Atkinson. Had a single her last at bat. She'll bat with bases loaded, 1 out. She gets under this one. Fly ball, and that will be infield fly as the shortstop settles in under it there. And so that'll be the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Cambria Hanson. She flew out to the left fielder. Batting with bases loaded here. She batted with bases loaded in the bottom of the second. She bats with bases loaded here in the bottom of the third.
And is due for a big hit.
Swing and a miss there for strike 1. We would certainly take it, Gracie. Pitch misses for ball 1. 1-1 the count. This pitch in the dirt. Catcher makes a good scoop there. Kirsten being aggressive down there at third base, but I think she needs to be careful.
She's ready to go.
She's wanting to score, that's for sure. Pitch misses wide for 3 balls and 1 strike, so a walk's as good as a hit here. With the bases loaded. So Cambria's looking for 1 pitch, 1 spot, 3-1 count. This one's hit to the third baseman. She fields it over to first in time for the third out of the inning. So the Mustangs leave 3 on there in the bottom half of the third, unable to get a run. And so we'll head to the top half of the fourth, still leading 3-0. You're watching Lady Mustang Softball here on the X Sports Network.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, where the Mustangs lead the Panthers from Lewis County 3-0. Headed in the top half of the fourth inning alongside my good friend Kevin Wright and Miss Gracie Mashburn. Rodney Livingston here with you. What a good season it's been for the Mustangs. You like to see them get hot here. Offensively, I've really struggled all year. Had struggles putting hits together, had struggles getting runners in. We've had 5 left on base in 3 innings and only 3 runs to show for it. And so you just hope that they could get hot with the bats here, run off a good district tournament. Obviously got to stay solid defensively. So Miss Morgan bats here in the top half of the fourth inning. She struck out her first at bat. First baseman for Lewis County. She looks at that pitch for ball one. That evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike as she fouled the first pitch back against the net. She fouls this one down the first base side for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Addie Morgan. She fouls this one down the first base line. First base coach for Lewis County picks it up there. So the count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Change up. She gets under it. Addison comes up and calls it, and she has the out there for the first out of the inning. So good pitch there, Gracie. Change up.
Good little change up.
So through 53 pitches here, if I have her recorded correctly, through 3 1/3 innings. Corbin staying solid here on a muggy night. There's that pitch that goes back and forth for strike 1. And Miss Carroll fouls this one back against Kevin's camera as he watches anxiously the tripod. And it jingles and jangles and it stays up. So we still have a camera, Kevin. Whew. That changeup ain't going to make it to the plate, so it's going to be ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one's just throwed wide outside. And goes all the way against the backstop. Thankfully, no equipment was damaged.
Not this time.
That pitch misses down, so 3-2 the count. This one's hit to Macy-Kate at second. She's over to Addison at first in time for the 4-3 putout. Second out of the inning. So Miss Atkins will come to bat here with 2 outs. Nobody on. So 2 away. Nobody on. Right fielder batting for her second time. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 the count. I got to think if you're Mallory here, Gracie, you threw 2 by her. Maybe you don't throw the change up here.
I wouldn't.
And she doesn't. And so it's 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that'll be the 3rd out of the inning, and that'll end the top half of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th right after these words from our local sponsors.
Oliver Wellness and Massage, located in Pulaski, Tennessee, is your premier spa for massage therapy, salt therapy, IV therapy, tanning, and much more. Stay relaxed, look your best, and feel good at Oliver Wellness, located at 1187 West College Street, Pulaski, Tennessee, or contact Haley at 931-309-0462 or schedule your appointment online at 931massage.com.
Welcome to Employee Resources Credit Union, where you're more than just a number, you're family. We provide financial solutions that rise above those of traditional banks. With roots stretching back to 1964, we've served 4 generations during constant industry changes. We're known for our low fees and incredible rates. Join us and experience the credit union difference. ERCU, Not for profit, for service.
This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Rodney Livingston alongside of Gracie Mashburn and Mr. Kevin Wright on the computer here. The Mustangs come to bat here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. And I don't know, Gracie, I feel like a little bit of cool air.
I hope you're right. I hope you're not luring me into a false sense of security.
I may just be.
I think it's wishful thinking.
Yeah, maybe. No, I think I feel just a little bit of cool air. But anyway, whether I do or don't, it's still muggy and hot out here. So 9-1-2 coming to the plate. Coco leads off. That pitch bounces in the dirt for ball one. This pitch is dribbled down the third base side, and the third baseman will pick it up there, so we'll have a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch is low and away for ball two, so 2-1 the count here. Miss Carroll, who just threw her 48th pitch of the game, if I have it recorded correctly. So, not a whole lot of pitches there through 3 innings. That pitch misses outside for ball three, so 3-1 the count.
The pitch that can go either way tonight.
That was it. That was it. That one's definitely high for ball four, and so we're going to have a leadoff walk. Going to have a leadoff walk, and we are going to have a sub. We're going to have Brennan Snyder come in here. 22 for 20. We've seen this move several times this year. I have every confidence to believe that Coco will come back in. He could be subbing her. Okay, we're just going to have a straight sub. I thought Coco might be coming in to pitch, and so we might be running for the pitcher, but we're just going to have a straight sub. Brennan Snyder comes in for Emily Cozart, and J.B. Clifton bats. She shows butt, lays it down perfectly. She's going to beat it out at first. And so we're going to have a runner at first and second as we give J.B. Clifton a single on that.
You know I'm a big fan of the small ball.
That'll bring Aubrey Ezel up. Nobody out. 2 on here. Bottom of the fourth inning.
Dangerous situation for Lewis County.
That pitch is down in the dirt. Coach Glass is hollering no all the way as Lewis County's catcher makes a great stop there. So 1-0 the count. Gracie, I am feeling some cool air. It's real.
It is real this time.
This ball hits sharply in the right center. Gets all the way against the wall. Brenlin's going to score easy. JB's trying to come from first and score. They're throwing to third to get Aubrey, but they will not. And so we are going to have a 2 RBI triple by Aubrey Ezel. Great piece of hitting there and very aggressive running. And Coach Tiller's going to come out and I believe going to possibly, well, maybe not. Yes, I believe he is going to make a pitching change, and so we'll take that break with him, and we'll be right back here in 30 seconds.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
This is the X Sports Network.
From what really matters during the ball game, back to the actual ball game itself here. Bottom of the fourth inning. Lewis County pitcher change. Addie Morgan, first pitch to Kirsten Randall. She picks it up to throw. To home, and Mr. Umpire is going to call Aubrey Ezel out at home on the play there. And so Kirsten's going to reach first safely on the fielder's choice. And Aubrey's going to be the first out of the inning there at home plate. I didn't see that one, Gracie, so
I don't know. I don't know. It was a little close, but
he saw something I didn't see there. Aubrey may have missed the plate. I don't know. But anyway, Aubrey's coming all the way home on the hit there. This ball hit sharply to second base, bounces off over there a little bit. She does get it over to second in time to get Kirsten, but it will not be down to first to get Breeley, and so that'll be 2 outs. A little bobble there. Could have been a double play ball, and so the Mustangs, who had no outs, runner on third, now have 2 outs, runner on first. So Addie Morgan has come in here for Miss Carroll. That pitch misses high for ball 1. Addison Bowie here batting. So, as I was saying, Miss Morgan has come in here and gotten Lewis County 2 big outs. That pitch misses high. Throw down to first is not in time as Breeley slides back in. So 2-0 the count. Mustangs leading 5-0 here in bottom half of the fourth inning. Ball's inside. Catcher going to throw down to first again. Not in time. So 3-0 the count at the plate. Miss Morgan threatening to give up her first walk here. That pitch is ball 4. So we're going to have a 4-pitch walk to Addison Bowie. And that'll put runners on first and second. Mallory Corbin will come to bat here. She reached on an error by the pitcher. Her last at bat. Little dribbler that got up Miss Carroll's arm there. So 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the 4th. Pitching there for strike 1. The Mustangs have had 2 hits in this inning. A big 2 RBI triple by Aubrey Ezel to extend the lead 5-0.
A ball that about went out.
This ball is dinked down to third base. Third baseman gets it over to first in time for the 3rd out, and so those 2 runners will be stranded, and that's the way we'll end the 4th inning. We'll see what the top of the 5th holds. You're watching Lady Mustang Softball on the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAutosupply.com.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee on a still muggy Monday evening where the Mustangs find their first district matchup of the 2024 season in the Lewis County Panthers, leading 5-0 here, headed to the top half of the 5th inning. Again, the winner gets Summertown tomorrow night. Loser gets Mount Pleasant in a do or die, assuming the weather allows us to play tomorrow night. This pitch gets up high for ball 1, so Mallory comes out for her 5th inning of work, sitting at 61 pitches if I have it recorded correctly, through 4 innings. This pitch is fouled up against the net for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Very nice facility here at the campus of Mount Pleasant. My understanding, Gracie, is that this time next year, this will be a turf field.
I have not heard that, but
they have been granted the money, ever how that came, to turf the baseball and softball field on this campus, is what I understand. So that'll be neat to see.
They've got a nice complex over here, literally right in the middle of the street, though. But
we are on the street corner here, as 2 streets run one each way. But it is a very nice facility, and if it's a turf field, it'll certainly be nice for occasions like this week. Changeup gets down low for ball 2, so 2-2 the count. Field's in perfect condition from what I can tell. Obviously had a lot of rain last night. This one hit right back at Macy Kate at second. She's not able to handle it. Aubrey will pick up the ball there in center field, throw it in, and so we're going to have a leadoff single here. I'd rather give away hits than errors, Gracie.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I'll give her a hit there. We have 22. Do you realize that Lewis County just found a sub? Wow.
Wow. Let's see, about 45 minutes ago.
Sorry. I had to, y'all. Please forgive me. But 45 minutes ago we didn't have one. But we've got one now.
Maybe she just got here.
Maybe. I like the way you think. That one misses sign for ball 1. So we do have a courtesy runner for the catcher This will be number 22 running for Miss Stutz.
And she's looking to bunt here, I'm assuming. Yep.
She does try to lay it down there, is unable to do so. So strike one. This will be Miss Smith here, the 9-hole batter, trying to get back to Miss Dotson, who was tweaked an ankle there, got an ankle taped up there on her left leg. Shows bunt again, pulls back as it's ball high. Coco's crashing at third there. Shows bunt again and fouled off of JB's shin guard there, maybe.
I think it got her toe.
Okay, off her foot. Coach Darwin comes out to check on her. Mr. Umpire checking on her.
And she waves Blake away.
Yeah, don't want no athletic trainer out here. Thanks for caring about me, but please go on. Yeah. JB is definitely not the drama. She don't want no attention. Just let me play ball and let's roll on. Shows bunt again, and it's runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I think there's 2 strikes. She's showing bunt there.
Yeah.
A little surprised by that. But she shows bunt here and bunts it foul. She's out.
She's out.
Wow. Okay. So 1 out. And that'll take us back to the top. And Miss Dotson, shortstop, she reached on a walk, stole a base, and was stranded at third in the top half of the 3rd inning there. She'll bat in the top half of the 5th. Runner on first. She lifts this one into shallow. Nobody's going to get it. It's going to fall. Aubrey's going to be able to pick it up at center and throw it in. And so not sure what's happening out there in the middle, but we definitely got to clean that up. Not sure. Shallow ball to center field. Macy Kate's there. Chelsea's there. Aubrey's there. And nobody catches it. But thankfully able to get the out at second. Pitch to Miss Tiller there. Strike one. This one's fouled against the first base side, so 0-2 the count. So Mustang's probably fortunate there to get an out in a rather awkward situation defensively. 0-2 the count. This one's fouled. Barely tips JB's glove and gets back against the backstop. So the count will remain no balls, 2 strikes. Dotson at first base, 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning.
Well, maybe the girls just wanted to get the out at second rather than get the batter. Who knows?
This one's fouled off, and so it'll remain 0-2. I heard them. I heard them all, or I heard somebody calling it. Not sure who I heard, but anyway, they all called each other off, I guess, and the ball just fell in the grass. Change up, she stays back on, and that's going to get down in shallow center field. Breeley's going to pick it up there, and so we're going to have a 2-out single here by Miss Tiller. Stays back on that changeup. Aubrey, who's playing to the right field side of second base, not able to get over there and get that ball. And so with 2 outs, Miss Tanner will bat here. That pitch is low and in the dirt for ball 1. It's a little dinker to Chelsea at short. She makes the catch there, and that'll end the inning. So Lewis County will leave 2 runners stranded, still trailing 5-0 here. We'll head to the bottom half of the 5th inning, see what the Mustangs can do offensively right here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. I got my youngest child here who is having his first experience with a cicada as they come out by the millions, literally, here in Tennessee now. We've got one that flew in here right beside our workstation. And so anyway, back to softball here. Bottom of the 5th inning, Chelsea Atkinson leading off for the Mustangs. Miss Morgan will go back to the circle for her second inning of work here. Chelsea will watch ball 1. Chelsea still batting left-handed here, excuse me. She watches ball 2, showing a little possibility of a slap hit, slap bunt. She's certainly capable of doing that. As she takes strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I think that's a pretty good pitch to take.
She hits this little dribbler to the shortstop. Shortstop will have no play on the ball. And so Chelsea will have a leadoff single. Lightning quick there. Slow ball to the shortstop. And when she picks it up, she realizes she has no chance. And so that'll bring up Cambria Hansen. She'll watch ball 1 in the dirt. Cambria, who will bat here for the 3rd time of this game. For the first time, she's batting without bases loaded.
Yeah, that's right.
Bases have been loaded both times. She takes ball 2 there. 2-0 the count. She bats here with a runner on first, nobody out. Mustangs leading 5-0. This one's up high. Catcher makes a great snag. Keep the ball in her glove there. And the count's 3-0. Chelsea's looking to move. Plenty of speed out there. And Cambria will watch strike 1. So Cam looking to get a hit here. You would think on a base hit, Chelsea's going to 3rd. This one hit sharply right back at Morgan and the circle. She throws down to 2nd to get Chelsea. They try to turn the double play, but not able to do so. So Cambria Hansen will be at first base, and that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Emily Cozart.
I think that's a good decision on Miss Morgan's part out there. It's awkward turning 2 from the pitcher's mound, but I think going after Chelsea was probably a good idea on her part.
Certainly with nobody out, you would want to get the lead runner if you could, and so good heads-up play by her there in the circle. Coco lifts this one sharply into center field. Center fielder makes a great catch. A ball that's hit kind of in the left center gap there, almost at the wall. If there's a little wind there, that one's probably gone. And the center fielder, no doubt, robbed Coco of a hit there. Good play.
Good play on that ball.
Good play. Good jump. That takes us back to the top. JB will bat with 2 outs. She'll watch ball 1. So 2 outs, runner on first in Cambria Hansen. Pitch down low, ball 2. So JB, who's 1 for 2 on the night, reached on an error in the second. Watches ball 3 up high. So 3-0 the count here. That one in there for strike 1. Taken all the way, I believe, there. So 3-1 the count. And that one's up high for ball 4. So going to have a 2-out walk. That'll put runners on first and second. Aubrey Ezel, who had a triple her last at bat, comes to the plate here.
Another dangerous spot for Lewis County to be in.
That's outside for ball 1. Pitch is up for ball 2. So 2-0 the count. Aubrey, who hit a shot to right center off the fence. Lifts this one into right field. It's going to fall into foul territory as Cambria and JB both moving on the hit with 2 outs. So it'll be strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. JB, who scored from first on the last hit that Aubrey had. No doubt has the speed if Aubrey could get one in the gap here or get one down in the corner in the right field. She hits this one sharply through the third and shortstop. Cam's coming around, scoring all the way. JB gets hung up in the pickle. And the ball gets in the dugout. And so she will be awarded. The umpires are not. The umpires are going to talk about it here. They have awarded JB home, and that is correct. They have given JB her 1 base to home, and they give Aubrey a base to third on a ball that gets into Loretta's dugout there. And so Cam scores on the hit, and JB scores on the throwing error. And Aubrey will be standing on third base. So we're going to call it I think it's just going to be a single. But it's going to be 2 RBIs there again for Aubrey Ezel. That ball's low and in the dirt. Aubrey might get a double out of that, but may be a little stingy with the single there. But nonetheless, it's 2 RBIs, and that takes the score to 7-0.
And she's standing on third.
And she's standing on third. 2 outs here. Kirsten Randall, who hit into a fielder's choice her last at bat, but the bat before that, she ducked one about halfway off the wall in left field. Be a good time for another one of those. And pitch in there for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three-one count. Definitely looking for a good pitch here. So if you're Miss Morgan, you may not want to throw it out over the plate. It could be dangerous. And that pitch down low and in the dirt. So we're going to have a 2-out walk. And that's going to bring up Breely Winters. So we're going to have a question here because Kirsten did round first base. And pitcher has the ball in the circle. So coach is going to come out, obviously trying to draw her off. She comes back to first on the play. So the umpires are going to get together here and talk about it. So everything's going to stay as it is. So we're questioning the hesitation at third, I think, is what we're questioning. I wasn't watching Aubrey. I was watching Kirsten. So nonetheless, runners on the corners, 2 outs. That pitch up high for ball 1. Kirsten was obviously, Gracie, trying to score Aubrey there and trying to get in a pickle out there between first and second. And I was watching her. And
yeah, that's what I was watching too, and I thought that's what they were discussing.
Obviously, Coach Tiller saw something there in Aubrey that he thought maybe she hesitated. But the umpires didn't. Brady Winters lifts this one foul and out of play down the first baseline. And so 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Batting with 2 outs, runners on the corners. Mustangs leading 7-0. We back live? Okay, good deal. So that pitch came straight at the equipment. That one there almost did as well. Aubrey Ezel scored on the wild pitch. This one gets away, and that's going to allow Kirsten to move up to third. Breely Winters, who was hit by a pitch. You might have missed that on the video there. Sorry about that. But the Breely, who was hit by a pitch, is on second. This pitch is high for ball 2, so Addison Bowie bats here. The winning run is on second base. Mustangs leading 8-0 here.
So Kevin might make it home before Tuesday.
Well, he's going to have some bruised up equipment whenever he makes it home. That pitch misses 3-0, so Addison bats here, 3-0 count. Mallory Corbin standing on deck. Pitch called strike 1. 3-1 pitch. Misses high for ball 4. So we're going to have bases loaded with 2 outs. Third walk of the inning for Miss Morgan. Pitch high to Mallory Corbin. Chelsea Atkinson stands on deck. She led this inning off. Mustangs threatening to bat around here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Already plated 3 runs. That pitch down in the dirt for ball 2. If you're Kirsten Randall, you've got to just stay close to the bag down there. You cannot get thrown out here.
She's getting antsy over there.
You can't get the 3rd out. Trying to get in a pickle between 3rd and home. That pitch misses for ball 3, so 3-0 the count. Walks a run, and that would move the winning run to 3rd base as Breeley Winter stands on 2nd base representing the game winner. That pitch called strike 1. 3-1. So Mallory looking to hit here. You would think with Breeley's speed at 2nd base, a gap shot would do it here. That pitch is on the outside for strike 2, so 3-2 count. Lewis County trying to get to the 6th inning here. Mallory Corbin trying to end it. Payoff pitch coming, 3-2, 2 outs. And it's going to miss high for ball 4. And so that's going to bring the 9th run in on the 5th walk of the inning. And Chelsea Atkinson is going to bat for her 2nd time here. The catcher goes out to talk to Miss Morgan. Coach Tiller is going to come out and talk as well. And so Chelsea Atkinson will bat here. They go over the instructions. 2 outs. The game winner is on 3rd base in the form of Breeley Winters. Addison Bowie's is 2nd. Mallory Corbin's at 1st, but ultimately those 2 runners matter none here. We could find a way to get Breeley to home plate. We could take this win and move on to tomorrow night. Chelsea watches strike 1 right down the middle.
Back on the left-hand side all 4 times tonight.
Pitches misses low and away for ball 1. She led this inning off with a single. She got out at 2nd on a fielder's choice by Cambria Hansen. That pitch misses high for ball 2, so 2-1 the count. This one hit sharply in the between the 1st and 2nd baseman. Everybody's going to stay on 1 base. Well, Addison's going to come on in, but it won't matter.
That'll do it.
As Breeley scores the 10th run, and so the Mustangs will take the win 10-0. So the Mustangs face Lewis County at Loretto, beat them 10-0 at Loretto. They go to Lewis County later in the season, and it takes 12 innings to beat them 4-3. Come back here in the district tournament, the 1st round, and take care of business 10-0 again. What's your thoughts, Gracie?
I think that's proof positive that it really just depends on which version shows up, you know. But great situational hitting.